My bad, y'all. Somebody called right when I got ready to go live. Girl, you have to call me right now. Hey, y'all. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Happy what the hell today? Monday. Happy Monday. Okay, I think y'all can hear me now. I think you guys can hear me now. What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear me now? Ooh, child. I promise everything just took a toll, honey. But I did tell y'all I wasn't gonna be live like early, like my normal time. Okay. Oh yes, I had to use Bert and Ernie as the thumbnail, honey, because that's what all of these folks is giving Bert and Ernie vibes. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Give me some, y'all. I got the fan. Child. Hold on, let me get a piece of junk mail so I can fan myself real quick. Ooh, let me do it with this hospital bill that, okay, blessings to you, because you ain't gonna never get it. So I'm gonna use this hospital bill. Hold on. Let me open it. Let me open it up so I can use it. Yeah. Girl, because I wish I would. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Y'all, that hospital bill from what was that, April, March? Girl, that sucker is $45,000. What y'all think I'm gonna do with that? What y'all think I'm gonna do with it? Use it as a damn fan this morning. Is good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, listen. Cause they done yeah, you ain't never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Cause woo. You ain't never getting it. Y'all gonna put it over there where you normally put everything else, honey. But that's ridiculous. $45,000 is ridiculous, and that's child. It's ridiculous. So guess what? We're gonna use this bill as a fan. Okay, talking about pay over time with no interest. Go to hell with interest. That's what you can do. Go straight to hell with interest. That's what you can do. Good morning, everybody. Let me speak to everybody so we go to get in it. I only got an hour before my next meeting. Let me see who up in here. Mocha Drop, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Catherine Powell, thank you so much for being here. Coleco, thank you, boo, for being here. Good morning. Demi Bell, good morning, love. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. Yvette Bell, thank you so much for being here. What's up, Tracy? Yes, honey, they acting like Bert and Ernie out here. Let's see who else up in here. Thank you, Tracy, for being here. Let me see who else up in here. Diddy, what's going on, boo? How are you? Kate Calloway, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Symmetry. Ooh, I love seeing all this green and stuff. Y'all lit up over here. Members and everything. I see y'all. Queen Sag, good morning, good morning. Let me see. Right, like, girl, y'all done lost y'all mind. Think I'm finna pay $45,000. Girl, I'm gonna use this as a fan. Okay. Hey, Nitwit, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Mama Bees. Thank you so much for being here. And Nicole, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, listen, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. And then, y'all, I'm just super excited because I got a phone call here in just a meeting here in just a minute, a Zoom meeting about the olive oils. Y'all may get them a little bit sooner, you know, but I only want to do that for my main people, you know, like people who are members, Patreons, people like that. So if we do get the green light today with the labels and everything, you guys will be able to place your pre-orders. Okay. So shout out to the team for working and making it happen. I really do appreciate them. Okay. Nisi from the Valley. Well, they don't say Valley. From the Ville. What's up? How you doing? All right. So let's go ahead and get into the things, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the things. Now, yesterday we did talk about Diddy and Gina. Okay, Gina was around there. Girl, showed her begging the judge and everything. Showed her begging the judge, talking about, let him out. He ain't done nothing. let him out. You know, he ain't beat me no more. He ain't done everything. You know, he's a good guy now. He's focused on his kids. He's focused on the things. Girl, yeah, we know. Allegedly, you got to check. And that's the only reason why you're out here talking. Okay. But hey, maybe the check that that Jane Doe was supposed to get to cover that rent, maybe that's what you got to come out here with this statement. Because we already know, based off of reading it, and his attorneys is the one who submitted the letter, which tells me, girl, y'all been talking, y'all been kicking it, y'all been doing the things. So, you know, it's not a shock or a surprise, but girl, get somewhere and sit your ass down. He was over there playing Fruit Ninja with your head, throwing apples and oranges and potatoes and potatoes and carrots and cantaloupes and cabbages and grapefruits and oranges and apples and everything over there at your head. And here you come out here talking about he ain't abusive, he ain't all these things. Well, of course, ma'am, he's been in jail for over a year. Well, almost a year. In September, it'll be a year. So, you know, Gina, go on somewhere. Get out of our face playing, okay? All right. Let's move on. Y'all, I have so many stories about different unfortunate unalivings and things that I need to catch up on, guys. So I would say expect this week to be a lot of also uploaded videos, premiere videos as well. Because there are so many people that I want to talk about that that we, you know, that unfortunately have been unalived, and we need to discuss those things as well. All right, let's move on over to our next story. So, baby, let me tell y'all about y'all auntie, and yes, I'm talking about the forever First Lady Michelle Obama. Okay, so Lady Michelle has some things to say about Stephen A. Smith online about, you know, comparing his show to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That nigga want a peach. She didn't say that, of course, but you know, I'm paraphrasing. In other words, she said he want a peach. Give him a peach. He needs a peach. Let him be a peach holder. And I couldn't agree with her more. Then this fool gonna come down here to this internet and respond. The fool came down here to this internet, y'all, to respond and didn't do nothing but further prove her point. Okay? She didn't do nothing but further prove her point. Now, listen, you know, the people could say, give me a peach. I'll take a peach. I don't give a flying hootaloo. Okay? Give me a peach. You know what I'm saying? Because same thing could be said about me. I got a mic in my hand, honey. I got a phone. I'm going live. You know, a lot of times they say, you know, men with mics, you know, speak out of turn or shouldn't be speaking in the things. But let's get into what she had to say about him, and let's get into what he had to say in response. Child, why did he respond? He knew the internet was gonna tear him up. Why he even respond? Child, okay, wait a minute. Here it is. Didn't he, Tracy? I said you ain't do nothing but prove this lady point. Is this it right here? I think that's right.
That's right. You know, if I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, you know, it's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along. You know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other talk show host.
Real housewife.
He would be, right?
He would be amazing.
So that's what.
I mean, but Symmetry, let's keep it real. She did allude to it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she said his name. She alluded to it. But he didn't have to come out here and respond because she didn't tell no lie.
It's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, you know, it's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along. You know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other talk show host.
Real housewife.
He would be, right?
He would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like, what's the difference? It's just, you know, it's just sociological drama. But there's drama in.
So I mean, let's just keep it real. You know, I love her down, but she did. When somebody said he would make a real good housewife, she did agree. She did absolutely agree. Now, again, She agreed though, y'all. Let me let y'all listen to it again. She absolutely agreed, which then brings about the fact that you agreed that he could be a housewife. Now, again, I don't see nothing wrong with what she said because it's absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. They're catty. They argue on there like some females. You know, they go back and forth. They argue over each other. They yell over each other. So, you know, hey, it's the truth, okay? This is what this clown had to say, though.
Detroit, if I remember correct, the former First Lady in the United States of America. Somebody that I personally revere and believe to be the greatest First Lady in American history. That's my personal opinion, and I stand by it. Smart, very attractive, highly intelligent, very accomplished, wonderful values and morals. As far as I'm concerned, she's the closest thing to perfection I've ever seen from a First Lady in the White House. That's just how I feel about it. Michelle Obama, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that while you are revered by me personally, and I truly, truly mean that with the greatest sincerity, I'm still a bit salty at you. When you were campaigning on behalf of the former Vice President Kamala Harris, who I'll get into in a minute, by the way, and you were giving a speech, I believe it was in the former First Lady.
Somebody go call Stephen A. Smith's daughter.
It was in the middle of the day. It was carried live. You said a vote for Trump was a vote against you and a vote against y'all as women. I want to state for the record, I took major offense to that. Black men don't just love our black women. We revere y'all.
Girl.
You raised most of us. Think about the most hardcore individual you can find who is a black man from the streets of America. If there is one person who can walk up to him and slap him silly and get away with it, it's his mama or his grandma. It's who we are. Detroit, if I remember correctly. And to say what you said back then, I think to this day is the only thing that I didn't like that you said.
Now, hold on.
I hope you'll forgive me if I'm a little frustrated that some of us are choosing to ignore Donald Trump's gross incompetence while asking Kamala to dazzle us at every turn. I hope that you'll forgive me if I'm a little angry that we are indifferent to his erratic behavior, his obvious mental decline, his history as a convicted felon. I hope you'll a known slumlord, a predator found liable for sexual abuse, all of this while we pick apart Kamala's answers from interviews that he doesn't even have the courage to do, y'all. Please do not hand our fates over to the likes of Trump, who knows nothing about us, who has shown deep contempt for us. Because a vote for him is a vote against us, against our health, against our work.
Stephen A. Smith, if you didn't do nothing but prove her point, you literally proved her point. You proved everybody's point. Her brother was sitting at that table and two other gentlemen were sitting at that table when they made that reference about the housewives. And you absolutely, she did not lie. And then let me just say this too. Nigga, for you to feel some type of way about a black woman getting up talking about her rights and the things that actually matter to her, like, what are you talking about, girl? Stephen A. Smith wears me out. Somebody go over and call his daughter so she could whisper in his ear and tell him to go sit his ass down. He's so annoying. My God. She didn't do nothing but tell the truth about you, sir. And then you responding. And the way that you responded didn't do nothing but solidify her very point. I like, what's What's wrong with him? What is wrong with him? What's up, L Teddy? But did she say something that was wrong? Stephen A. Smith is a clown and his opinion cannot be taken seriously. Nigga, fix your hairline before you try to talk about our forever first lady. Exactly. And what you talking about that she said she ain't even really say like that. This is the problem that I have with you. And again, you get up here, you get on your platform, you bump your gums, and you're not doing nothing but literally proving these people's very point that they say about you. Even social media, because social media did run with a whole lot of stuff. The very thing that they saying about you is true, sir. And you don't do nothing but prove it every time you pick up a microphone. Asshole. I don't like him. I never have liked him. I've never liked Stephen A. Smith. And I'm with you, L. Teddy. That hair look like damn carpet. You know that wore out ass carpet down to the church. Y'all know that carpet I'm talking about? That's what his hair looked like. Everybody been walking on that carpet. Everybody been walking on top of your head because I promise you, that shit is tired. She absolutely spoke the truth. There was the truth when she said it then, and it's the truth now. It's solely the truth now. Like, we're not even going to sit up here in front like it's not the truth. It is definitely the truth. Stephen A. Smith, kiss our asses. Goodbye. Moving on. All right. Do y'all remember that Delta flight that turned over? Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that Delta flight that turned over during landing? It was ice and stuff outside. I think it happened in Detroit. No, maybe it wasn't in Detroit. Was it in Detroit? No, it was in Michigan. I can't remember where it was. But do y'all remember that? It was a Delta flight, and remember Delta came out saying that they were gonna give the people what did they say, $10,000 or something like that, each passenger, $10,000 or something like that, right? Do anybody remember that? Can put a yay, nay, something in the chat? Y'all remember that plane flipping over, or it rolled over? It did something of the sort. Well, I don't care if y'all don't remember or not. But anyway, there has been a woman who has sued Delta for $75 million after the plane flips and crashes during landing. Okay. So a woman from Detroit is taking legal action against Delta Airline and its partners, Endeavor Air, seeking $75 million after surviving a terrifying crash that left the plane upside down in Toronto. That's where it was, in Toronto. The woman, Vanessa Miles, is a Delta flight attendant. Ooh. She wasn't working that day, but was flying as a passenger on the aircraft. 4819 on February the 17th of 2025. The plane, operated under Delta's regional Delta Connection brand, had taken off from Minneapolis. According to the lawsuit filed by the Mike Morris law firm in Michigan's Eastern District Court, the plane came in way too fast on landing, dropping hard, slamming into the runway, and flipping over, ending up on its roof. Miles was knocked out on impact and woke up hanging upside down by her seatbelt. She was soaked in jet fuel, surrounded by smoke, and had to unbuckle and fall head first onto the ceiling of the overturned plane. The lawsuit says, Jesus, I can only imagine. I sue too. Shit. Sue y'all balls off. Sue y'all balls off. Okay? We appreciate you for stopping through and showing the ghetto some support, L. Teddy. We appreciate you. I hope you have a great work day. The lawsuit says that there were no emergency instructions, the evacuation slides didn't work, and Miles had to jump nearly 7 feet down to a frozen ground on her own. It was about 15 degrees outside, and she waited nearly an hour before getting any medical help. She was taken to the Humber River Health Hospital in Toronto and treated for serious injuries, including a fractured shoulder, brain trauma, and a damage to her knee and back. The lawsuit also states that she still is dealing with the PTSD, anxiety, and depression from the crash and can no longer work. The legal complaint accuses Delta and Endeavor of putting an inexperienced pilot in charge, rushing training, ignoring safety warnings, and failing to maintain the plane and its emergency systems. It also claims that the airline prioritizes speed and saving money over safety. Decisions that ultimately led to the crash. All 80 passengers did survive, but at least 21 people were hurt. Okay, listen, I'm not mad. This is a black woman as well. I do want to add that this is a black woman. I'm not mad at all. Get your coins, get everything that you deserve. And I think everybody need to be, oh, that's what it was. They offered them $30,000. $30,000 ain't enough, bitch. I need 30 million. Okay. I need 30 million. Okay. You're sitting over here talking about 30,000. What am I doing with 30,000? I need 30 million. Okay. That's what I need. By the time I get done with y'all, I own Delta. Okay. Because what? That is ridiculous. What is them people gonna do with $30,000? I'm sure these people probably don't want to fly again. I'm sure these people are all kind of, man, please, 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 please. Get your money, ma'am. Get your money. Get your money. Moving on, moving on. All right. Okay, yeah, get your money, 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 get your money. All right. So following the direction of the Trumpisha administration, a $50K sign-on bonus and student loan forgiveness are now a part of DHS, Department of Homeland Security, new incentive to recruit more ICE agents. Y'all also saw too where $250,000 is what they are willing to give someone who has absolutely no experience, no nothing. They could just be somebody coming out of the halfway house, and they don't mind offering them $250,000 to come work for them people. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. So let's get into it. The Department of Homeland Security just launched a new recruiting push called the Defund Homelands, Defend. I'm sorry, the Homeland. Wait. Initiative to attract more ICE agents. The effort includes major incentives like up to $50,000 signing bonus, student loan forgiveness, and enhanced retirement benefits. The funding comes from that man over there, Trumpisha's new one big beautiful bullshit ass slum bucket ass bill, which also locks in his 2017 tax cuts and includes new tax breaks through its cuts program like SNAP and Medicaid. To get the word out, DHS will promote the program through college campuses, law enforcement channels, and job fairs nationwide. Girl, okay. No experience, no training, no nothing. They saying you don't need none of that. Just bring your ass to work. Literally. That's just basically what they're telling. Come to work. Can y'all do me a favor and double tap the screen? We only got 39 likes, but there's 76 people watching us. Can y'all please double tap the screen? I appreciate it. That's crazy. That is bananas. Okay. Well. All right. So I don't know that Charlemagne has responded yet. I need Charlemagne's response to Trumpisha. Let me see. Ain't none of the blogs picked it up yet, so I'm assuming he ain't responded yet. I'm going to wait for his response, y'all, before I get into that. But in case y'all don't know, it is the battle between the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God, and Trumpisha. They are going back. Oh, he did? Why they ain't put it on the blogs yet? I figured he would. I know it wasn't going to be... I knew it wasn't going to be too much. Let me see. I don't think this is...
I think it was October of last year. You told me that you would have been happy to have voted for Kamala Harris as the nominee for the Democrat Party. I want to ask you, do you still...
Okay, that ain't it. What you mean like the rest of us? No, Trump is your mammy, bitch. Get out of here. Get that bitch out of here. Trump is your booty scratching ass mammy, ho. One of the mods, get that, been in here too long. Get the bitch out of here. Tell Trump to, tell Trump Easter to scratch your mama asshole. Let me get you out of here. Maz ain't moving fast enough for me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all probably working, but I took care of it. All right, moving on. I don't see his response. He made him the donkey of the day. Come on, donkey of the day. Okay, wait, here we go.
Hi, guys. Donkey of the day for Monday, August 4th goes to President Donald J. Trump. Now, if you haven't heard, I was on Lara Trump's show, My View, on Fox this past weekend. Drop on the clues bomb for Lara Trump.
Thank you, Tracy.
She's been a guest on Breakfast Club before, so I had no problem showing up to her program. You know, I'm one of those silly rabbits who still believes in the First Amendment. Okay, freedom of speech. I don't have to agree with what you're saying, but we should all agree that you have the right to say it. Thankfully, Lara is a Trump who still believes in freedom of speech because her father-in-law, the 47th president of the United States of America, did not take too kindly to some things I had to say. Now, I'm going to play you a couple of parts of the conversation. Let's play when she asked me, what do I think of President Trump's second term so far? I wouldn't give it a good rating. You know,
Why not?
Simply because, you know, the least of us are still being impacted the worst. Like when you look at something like, you know, the big, beautiful bill, that's something that, you know, I'm going to benefit from because of the tax bracket that I'm in. But, you know, there's going to be so many people that's hurt by that bill. And, you know, anything that, you know, takes away Medicaid from people and is going to put people in a worse financial situation than, you know, they were previously in, I'm not for it. I mean, where is the lie? Trump's big, beautiful bill is going to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, okay? Cuts all the safety net programs, the Medicaid, the food stamps, the housing assistance. Millions of people will lose health care. Groceries will still be through the roof. Rent support will be through the roof. There's no relief for people who are already hurting, okay? I know I'm not supposed to care because this bill helps the rich, all right? The bill has all these corporate loopholes and capital gain breaks that benefit the 1%, but I know how I was raised. Okay, on a dirt road in Mounts Corner, South Carolina. Dropping the clues bombs from Mounts Corner, all right? So I'm going to always have imposter syndrome when it comes to finances. My mind is always on the have-nots, and this big, beautiful bill hurts the have-nots, okay? Like I said, the rich will get richer while the poor will be forced to work more for less. Okay, they'll have to work more for less support because they have work requirements for aid that make it harder for the poor to qualify for help. I know I'm not supposed to care because I'll benefit from the income taxes, but you got everyday items like gas and groceries, electricity. They'll be more expensive for everybody else. So Americans making low incomes will have to pay a bigger share of their income to make ends meet. And President Trump, must I remind you that you said you won the election because of one word, groceries? Do we have that?
And I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, you know, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that.
People's groceries are still too high. You have not lowered the cost. Okay, the other issue I said on My View with Lara's Trump is I believe traditional conservatives are quietly staging a political coup to take their party back from MAGA. I explained this to y'all a couple of weeks ago in detail, but let's listen to what I said on My View. Oh, we don't have that one? Well, I can explain it. Oh, we have it? Okay. I think that traditional conservatives are going to take the Republican Party back. I think there's a political coup going on right now in the Republican Party that people aren't paying legislation and paying attention to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think that this Epstein thing is going to be a way for traditional conservatives to take their party back. I really do. I think that they know this is the issue that has gotten the base riled up. The MAGA base isn't letting this issue go. And for the first time, they know they can, you know, probably take their party back and not piss off the MAGA base. I think they're going to do that. Just a conspiracy theory I have. MAGA, y'all like a good conspiracy, all right? I mean, based on J.D. Vance allegedly visiting Rupert Murdoch in Montana, that was the same week Trump's letter to Epstein was published by Rupert Murdoch in the Wall Street Journal. And then this, you know, about a week later, Mike Johnson shut the House down to avoid a vote on releasing the Epstein files. And then the Wall Street Journal came out and said Trump knew he had been in the Epstein files since May. And I just look at how the MAGA base has responded to the Epstein issue. It just feels like traditional conservatives who lost the party to Trump could use this opportunity to get it back because the MAGA base wouldn't be upset at all if they impeached Trump and voted to remove him because he's in the Epstein files. I'm just saying, President Trump, watch your back, okay? Between Elon Musk, Rupert Murdoch, and you need to watch your Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, and your VP, J.D. Vance, too. I'm just saying, okay? But anyway.
You don't give a damn about Mike Johnson.
Replied with a long-ass post on Truth Social. Lauren LaRosa, are you sober enough to read it?
I'm good.
Let's listen.
The very wonderful and talented Laura Trump, whose show is a big rating success, put racist sleazebag Charlemagne the God. Why is he allowed to use the word God when describing himself? Can anyone imagine the uproar there would be if I used that nickname?
Go study your lessons.
He's a low IQ individual, has no idea what words are coming out of his mouth, and knows nothing about me or what I've done. Like just ending 5 wars, including a 31-year bloodbath between Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, where 7 million people have died and there was no end in sight. He did not know that. He did not know that, or India and Pakistan, or wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, or closing.
I'm sorry, but Charlemagne is giving me my life. I can't even lie. And y'all know how I feel about Charlemagne. Charlemagne, listen, there's very seldom that I would ever agree with him. And then also, too, you know, very seldom that I heard. But he giving me my life right now.
Horrendous open border, or creating the greatest economy where prices and inflation have come way down, and where stupid and corrupt Joe Biden set the record for doing the worst job as president ever. But this dope Charlemagne would vote for Sleepy Joe or Kamala? ? Remember, 1 year ago, our country was dead, and now it's the hottest, and he capitalized hottest country anywhere in the world. MAGA.
Now, the personal insults, I don't care. He called me a sleazebag. I looked up the definition of sleazebag. Says it's a disgusting or despicable person. Depending on who you ask, that may apply to me. Okay, I personally prefer friendly neighborhood a-hole. Okay, he said I'm a low IQ individual. I don't know. I've never taken an IQ test. He said I have no idea what words are coming out of my mouth. Absolutely true. Okay, I've been surprising myself my whole life. Like, damn, I actually said that. Now let's get to your claims. He said I don't know anything about him ending 5 wars. Mr. President, nobody knew that, because it's not true. All right, there is zero evidence, nothing credible whatsoever that says President Trump played any role in ending the ongoing, keyword ongoing, conflict in the Eastern DRC or in Rwanda. Okay, America has not brokered any major peace deal between the DRC and Rwanda during Trump's second term. And wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, you did pull off a significant strike, but it didn't eliminate Iran's nuclear capabilities. Saying you wiped it out is an overstatement, because according to reports, no enrichment facility was destroyed, and Iran's nuclear threat is still very active, and some experts argue it's more dangerous now due to a lack of international oversight and the increased beef with Israel and the USA. Now, you also claim the borders were closed. Not closed, but you have tightened immigration policies and increased enforcement. You have definitely made the border harder to cross, but saying it's closed is false and ignores everyone coming over seeking legal asylum. By the way, I want border security. I just want you to keep your promise of deporting illegals and criminals. But since Homeland Security started to work to deport more people, okay, immigrants with legal status or no criminal history are being detained and deported too. That's not right. Okay, your family is always
no due process.
Listen, my fellow Americans, listen, my fellow Americans, we are in a strange time right now, a time we have never seen, because authoritarian strategy is being used against anyone who speaks out against this administration. We saw what happened Friday. President Trump orders, the firing of labor statistic chief after data shows unemployment rates are higher. I don't know if you know President Trump, but by firing this woman, you added to the unemployment rate. But that, along with his
not only that, Charlemagne, but let me tag me in real quick. What about the dismantling of the federal agents? Like, what we not gonna do? Again, this is why I say I agree with Charlemagne in this, because what we not gonna do is act like, sir, you are the one that is literally ruining everything. You're doing everything. And you hate for people to call you out on your ish. And this, again, takes me to the point to where all of this stuff that even Charlemagne just named, it ain't enough for MAGA. MAGA is only mad about that damn Epstein list. That's where we draw the line at. It's literally where we draw the line at Epstein list. We draw the line at Epstein list. Not about housing no longer being available. But we don't draw the line at Medicaid being stripped. We don't draw the line at any of that stuff, but we draw the line at the Epstein list. Oh, okay.
To what I said on Laura Trump shows how authoritarians will attempt to bully people into pushing false narratives. President Trump, do you realize the best way to get the headlines you want is to simply do a good job? Is to simply do right by all Americans? He called me a racist. I didn't mention race not one time on Laura Trump. I didn't bring up the fact that President Trump issued an executive order directing oversight of institutions like the Smithsonian to remove or suppress narratives about systemic racism in Black history. They want to reframe cultural memory to eliminate discussions of historical racial injustice. That, along with the termination of diversity and civil rights programs, are considered very racist by a lot of civil rights advocates. I didn't even bring that up. Okay, I was just talking to your base, letting your base know that you haven't kept the promises you made in regards to the economy. In fact, you've made things worse. It's actually hilarious to see you upset about the high unemployment rates when you let Elon Musk take a chainsaw to the federal government and fire a bunch of government workers earlier this year. You did that, President Trump, and now you're
I'm glad he brought it up.
The Biden administration did, trying to convince America the economy is all good when it's not. Maybe for people in a certain tax bracket, but for majority of your constituents who aren't in the 1%, it's not all good. So you can hire a new labor statistics chief to lie about the numbers. It won't stop the reality of people being unemployed. Okay.
Listen, with a number from 1 to 10, how much do y'all agree with Charlemagne? 10 being you agree with him 1,000%, or 0 you don't agree with him at all. I just would like to know. I would like to know where do y'all stand with this? Where do y'all stand with this? If you ask me, I give him a 10. And it's very seldom that I agree with anything that the man said, but he told the truth. He absolutely told the truth. This is very much what that man hates. That man hates for anybody to call him out on when he's right or wrong. So me either, Tracy, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't believe I'm agreeing with him, but I agree with everything that he said. I agree with everything that he said. And I knew it was something in me yesterday. I even commented on one of the blogs and I said, baby, I'm gonna be up when the Breakfast Club come on, because I really want to know what his response is going to be. And I absolutely agree. And we're going to talk about this more on the other channel about what they're doing to the Smithsonian. Like, all of that is crazy. And I've been telling you guys for months that they are trying their best to dismantle every Black history, everything that is about us. They no longer want it. They no longer want it around. And so again, I agree with you, Charlemagne. Now, this might be the only time I agree with you. Now, don't get your hopes and stuff up. But I agree with you, Charlemagne. Okay. Yeah, he told the truth. He told the absolute truth. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all say y'all agree with him. I agree with him too. I think the whole thing is just is nuts. Like, you fired this person, and then you're gonna come back and fabricate numbers like you do about the groceries, like you've done about gas. You've done all of this. You fabricated numbers since your ass has been in office. That's all you do. But when you need to be worried about, and then you want to talk about Sleepy Joe, bitch. Have we not seen you sleep several times during press conferences and stuff? But you want to talk about Sleepy Joe? Pull your britches down to your waist. They right up under your titties, sir. So there are other things that I think you should be concerned about. Okay. You're right. Hey, that lady, 1982. What's going on? Good morning. Right, Tracy. Still waiting for the price of eggs to go down. And I just saw. Have y'all seen Walmart's new list? Y'all, a gallon of milk is about to be almost $4. Well, no. It is almost about to be $5. Gas, where I'm at, is around $2.70-ish, $2.80. I can't. Yeah, gas is high. Everything is high. But this man will get up and lie. And MAGA will believe everything that he's saying. But the proof is in the pudding. The lies tell on themselves every single time. Every single time. You're saying that groceries is going down. Sir, where? Where is the groceries going down at? Where is the price of groceries going down at? Lying ass bastard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Diddy is in Georgia, I think, right? Well, how much is gas where y'all are? How much is gas where y'all are? And how much is eggs? A dozen of eggs where y'all at? I think a dozen of eggs here is $3.12, somewhere around in that ballpark. I'm glad they no longer $8, $7, and $8 damn dollars no more though. But also too, y'all, I don't trust these people even when it comes to the eggs. I say don't ever add egg. Now y'all have seen me do this because when I made the what's the name the other day, I did this. But instead of cracking your eggs and whatever you're making, do it in a separate bowl and then put it in, because there are still some, that bird flu and blood and all that kind of stuff in the eggs. So just be careful. North Carolina, $2.69, gas, eggs, $2.49. Okay. In Cali is $4. I got gas for $1.95. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, there we go. I got gas for $1.95 a gallon at HEB. Fuel plus eco gas is always cheaper than regular gas. That's true. And then you also get you get a discount. Well, HEB always, their gas is always lower than everybody else's. $3.59 a gallon. Girl, I wouldn't drive no damn well. Yeah, we're gonna use Pat and Turner. Pat these feet and turn their ass so that we can get to where we need to go. Because that's crazy. That is crazy. Hold on, y'all. I need to plug up my what's her name because this Wi-Fi for whatever reason keep kicking this off. HEB is only in is only here. HEB is kind of like, you know how a lot of people used to go to, did they used to go to Sam's or Costco's for gas? I think it was Costco's. That's kind of how like HEB is as well. All right. Let me see what else. Okay, so we talked about Charlemagne versus Trumpisha, and I will do a separate upload on my other channel as well. Yep, down here in these southern states. All right, so let's get into our next thing, child. All right, Soulja Boy, y'all. Soulja Boy was arrested. Yeah, I said arrested. Soulja Boy was arrested in Los Angeles after the police found a pow-pow during a traffic stop. Okay, Soulja Boy found himself in trouble with the law again after a week. What the? What the devil? What the hell? Wait, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear? Hold on. How the hell did that just happen? Hold on. Let me. Okay, y'all can still hear me. Okay, what's going on over here? Okay, y'all can still hear me. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, my bad. Okay, so Soulja Boy found himself in trouble with the law again after a weekend arrest in Los Angeles. According to the LAPD, the rapper was taken into custody Sunday morning, August the 3rd, after police discovered a pow-pow during a traffic stop where he was a passenger. He was arrested on suspicion of being a felon in possession of a firearm and later booked into the Wilshire Division Jail. It's currently unclear if he has been released. Okay. Back in 2016, he was arrested at a Hollywood Hills home after officers found a pow-pow that he had, and he was already on probation. He later pleaded to no contest and was sentenced to 5 years of probation and 240 days of community service. Soulja Boy, child. Okay, I don't know what else to say about it. We'll see where it go. All right, so y'all know the new show that came on this past weekend. I am going to review that show as well. I'm going to do an upload on it. They may get a live from me next week, but this week we're going to give them an upload. Okay, so I want you guys to support that and tune in. All right. Okay, so let's talk about it, y'all. I really, y'all, this is my girl. Y'all know Shakari Richardson is my girl. And it really hurt my feelings to hear that her boyfriend got in trouble for DV and down to the airport and stuff like that. Like, that really got to me. So let's get into it. Dang. And then we're going to talk about Johnny Gill, and then we're going to get out of here. Okay. All right. So, new details have emerged in the arrest of the Olympic star Shakari Richardson. Reports state that the 25-year-old was charged with fourth-degree DV following an alleged altercation with her boyfriend, fellow Olympian Christian Coleman, at a Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. According to the police report, the 25-year-old was reportedly seen on security footage yanking Christian's backpack, shoving him into a wall, and appeared to throw headphones at the 29-year-old sprinter during the incident. TSA alerted authorities to the disturbance, but Christian ultimately declined to press charges or participate in the investigation. The reigning 100-meter world champion was booked on Sunday evening, July the 29th, and released on Monday afternoon. Wait a minute. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Where's my spot? Okay. Neither the USA Track and Field nor Shakari or Christian's camp have issued a statement. Despite the arrest, Shakari Richardson compete in the opening round of the 100 meters in the U.S. Championships in Oregon, and is still set to appear at the World Championships in September in Tokyo. Let me say this. Okay, I am gonna say this now, Shakari. You already know how they do with female black. Let me put some emphasis on it. You know how they do with black female athletes. Shakari catches a lot of heat. Angel catches a lot of heat. These people catch a lot of heat. And so you know they're going to always be watching your every move. Okay? Now, Shakari, the only thing I can't rock with is if you was beating up on that man and it's shown on camera, I can't rock with that. Sis, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing it. We just got to call a spade a spade. And I love her down. Y'all know I love Shakari down. Her and Angel Reese. Because I hate the hate that they get. I don't like it. But you gotta keep your hands to yourself. Like you can't be out here doing that. And especially y'all at the airport. Come on, sis. Come on now. Come on. You at the airport. When y'all do stuff like that around the airport, you're gonna be on the no-fly list. It's gonna be all kind of things going on. Please keep your hands to yourself. And based on, and actually her boyfriend did do an interview, or he did do something, and he basically was saying, you know, what this article was saying. So again, Shakari, I love you down, sis, but you gotta again keep your hands to yourself, and also too, please, no, these folks watching you, they waiting for you to mess up. They wait for our black women, especially black women and men. I gotta put it on both. They wait to see y'all mess up. They wait for the very moment that y'all mess up. So baby, please get it together. And I hope that you and Christian can work this thing out. And if y'all can't work this thing out, y'all need to go y'all separate ways and do what you gotta do. But I gotta call what's right, even though I like her down, love her down. But they watching for you to fail, sis, and we can't have it. I'ma still rock with you. But we can't have this. All right. Moving on. Johnny Gill. Okay, Johnny Gill has come out. And he said that he's not addressing any gay rumors or discussing his private life, but he has confirmed that a defamation lawsuit is in the works and it's coming. So the man over there that was over there talking to Armand Wiggins that said that he saw Johnny Gill and Eddie Murphy kissing down at the bottom of the stairwell and stuff like that, which I still believe to this day that man is lying. I do. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't. It's just the way he told it. Like, we've been hearing this story for years, and the way he told it, I believe he lying. But anyway, Johnny Gill was on way up with Angela Yee, and he did make it clear that he is not tolerating this anymore. We're in a day and time now where people are lawsuit happy, and he's going to join the list. He will be lawsuit happy too, coming after you for things that you're saying. Again, it's the difference between an opinion and you stating that you actually saw this. You're going to have to prove that in court. However the hell you choose to do that, you will have to prove how you say you saw this in court. You know what I'm saying? So, oh well, Mr. Nasty Tom. You should have thought about that before you came out here bumping your mouth and saying stuff you ain't got no business saying. Now, let me say this about Mooney Long. Y'all leave that lady up. Leave Mooney Long alone. Money Long. Is Money Long? Mooney Long. Leave her alone. Y'all are so nasty spirited. It's some nasty spirited people in this world. Leave that lady alone. She is literally dealing with lupus. And y'all walking around here talking about her face being swollen and all of these things. Leave that lady alone. People who go through lupus, they are always in pain. Or that are dealing with lupus, they're always in pain. They're always hurting. It's a lot of inflammation. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all can find something else to talk about. It is not cool to talk about this lady knowing that she's dealing with something. And if you don't know, this is why it's good for y'all to shut up. You know how everybody out here talking about folks using Ozempic and folks doing this and folks doing that. Folks was walking around here saying that Mooney Long had went and got some fillers in her face. No, it's lupus, stupid. Y'all love talking about people. It's like y'all haven't figured it out by now. We lost Chadwick Boseman. Y'all talk about that man bad. Y'all talked about Tammy Roman bad. Y'all talked about everybody that you see either rapidly losing weight or picking up weight. Y'all feel like it is okay for you to say what you think they're going through. That shit really irritates me. I don't like it. I think it's nasty work when people do that. No, and I'm not going to assume that everybody is on Ozempic. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's crazy. It is ultimately crazy, y'all. And part of me understands the point of you wanting to know, but putting something on someone without them coming out telling you what it is, I think is horrible to do. I do. I think it's horrible to do that. And so prayers out to Mooney Long. I hate that y'all keep doing her like that. I was looking on Twitter, and that's why she came out and was saying, like, people are so cruel, nasty, and rude. Like, y'all gotta chill, man. Y'all really do. Please chill. Leave them people alone. Diddy, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. Monet, we're praying for you as well. We're praying for everybody dealing with any type of illness. Lupus don't got no face on it. Lupus do not have a face on it. Just like sickle cell and some of these other diseases, it don't have no face on it. And you don't know people are going through it unless they tell you. And they don't have to. It's good for you to mind your damn business. Now, now that I got that out of the way, I was so disturbed by people doing that. I just was like, y'all leave that lady alone. Jesus, leave that lady alone. People are jealous of celebrities and will find the most hateful thing to say about them because it makes them feel better. And I don't understand that. And you know what, Nitwit? It don't even gotta be celebrities. It's literally everyday people too. That folks always got something to say. Let the people tell you. Let them get comfortable with telling you what's going on before you just make these stupid assumptions. I hate it. I really do hate it. Leave that girl alone. Stop talking about her. My kid's father has Crohn's disease. People were saying that he was on drugs because he got small. People are weird. They said the same thing about me. Well, let me tell you what they said about me, honey. When I was going through what I was going through, baby, they said I had the AIDS. Okay. I'll just go ahead and tell you. They said I had AIDS and HIV, honey, and I was over here living with it, and I was trying to recover from it. Yeah, that's what the people said. Some people here on YouTube. But nonetheless, that's what people say, especially when gay folks go through something. They go through an illness or something. The first thing folks want to say is, oh God, he got AIDS or HIV. That's what they love to do. That's their go-to. That's literally their go-to. It's sick. It's sick. They love doing that. They love doing that. Oh, ooh. Yeah, he probably got the AIDS or he probably got HIV. They love saying that. They love saying that. But anywho, I just want people to leave folks alone because you don't know what people dealing with. You really don't. You just do not. People always putting their mouth on somebody. I can't stand that issue. And then always remember, baby, what you dish out gotta come back to you in some type of way. And I'm not wishing or hoping nothing on you, but just understand the hate that you put out when people are dealing with stuff like that. You gotta understand that thing boomerang and it's gonna come back to you. Always remember that. Okay. All right. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to come on here and do a quick morning show with y'all, you know, and get some topics in and things like that. I think we talked about everything. Yeah, we even talked about a little bit more than what was on the title. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe over here to the channel. We do content like this all day, every day. Okay. And so I do appreciate y'all. Again, please make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button, y'all, because let me see. How many likes do we have? We got 66 likes and we got 86 people watching. Some of y'all, please double tap the screen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Let me just do my quick announcements and then I'm going to get out of here. First and foremost, if you guys are in any of these cities along with Charlotte is November the 16th. Please go online and get your tickets now. Don't wait because they are 10% off right now. That does end on this particular Saturday, this coming up Saturday rather. So make sure you go ahead and get your tickets now. Also 2 vendors, sponsors, those of you that want to do that, please reach out to us. And we'll get you in the right direction that you need to be in and get you talking to the right person on the team as well. Okay. Also, the oils will be available for pre-order for my patrons and my members only really soon. I have more information. I'm getting ready to actually go into a meeting here in about 15 minutes. And then we are going to what am I gonna say? The official launch date is gonna be August the 22nd. That has not changed. Okay. All right. With that being said, y'all, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Monday. Don't let nobody get to you, honey. You know, clear them the best way that you possibly can. That's what we're doing today. We clearing people. You come over here playing with me, we get to clear you. Okay. Clear the people. Don't let them get you down. Don't let them get your spirit down. Okay. All right. Love y'all, DonDons, and I will be sure to talk to you all later. Peace.